Hey, what's up, guys? This week in high school wrestling, it's the U.S. Open. It's one of the biggest weeks of the entire year. You've got U20 and U17 division. I want to ask, what are some of the biggest super matches that we could see? And also, what's the deepest bracket in all of the U.S. Open? Man, you got super matches galore. We're going to see crazy things like Ben DeVino, Jax Forrest in a rematch of a wild one from last year. Colin Rath and Colin Guy, the two PIAA champs, in a bracket that also includes Brock Mantanona. You can see Ladarian Lockett and Claudio Torres. Two number ones in the U20 division, Nasir Bailey and Cale Hughes square off for the first time. California State champ matchup, Nico Ruiz and Bo Mantanona. We can see that for the first time. And then 79 kilos U20, you got Gabe Arnold, you got Rocco Welsh, you got Josh Barr, all in the mix. With all this incredible high school wrestling action that we could see, what's the best weight of all the weight classes in the U.S. Open? I think it just might be 55 kilos at U17. This is a weight class that has 10 nationally ranked guys. It has all kinds of storylines, and it's historically been one of the most drama-filled weight classes in this entire division. 2 years ago, you had world champ Mark Anthony McGowan set to defend his world team spot. He runs into Nate Jezaroga. Jezaroga knocks off McGowan, goes on, wins the whole thing, and takes home a bronze medal from the U17 World Championships. Then, a year later, Jezaroga tries to defend his spot. He gets taken out in a best of three by Jax Forrest. Forrest then goes on to win a silver medal at the U17 World Championships. This year, once again, we've got a medalist. Bo Bassett was a world champ 2 years ago. He's in the field. He's ranked number one. He just might be the favorite, but not so fast. There are 3 reasons that this weight class is going to be incredibly deep, and don't count any chickens before they're hatched here. First reason is we could see a rubber match between Anthony Knox and Bo Bassett. These two guys have met in super high profile situations in Super 32 the last 2 years. Anthony Knox cut down to 106 2 years ago, and he beat Bassett for the first matchup. Then last year, Super 32, they wrestled again. Knox once again was registered at 120. He cut down to 113, but this time it was Bassett who took the title. He got the win over Knox, and now we can see him meet for the first time in freestyle. That's the first reason you got to watch this bracket. That match is not guaranteed to happen, though. The last time all these guys were in the same weight class, it was Marcus Blaze who won it. This was in Fargo. This is the second reason you need to watch. Marcus Blaze he's an absolute terror. This guy has lightning fast arm drag. That's what he used to beat Knox in Fargo. And remember, this was a bracket that it wasn't just, Knox and Blaze. It also had Bo Bassett. It had Jordan Rainey. It had all these ranked guys that made it super, super deep. And many of those guys are right back in here. So you got to watch Marcus Blaze. This guy's a little bit underrated for some reason, but he can absolutely win this weight. And the third reason you definitely want to watch this weight, and it might be the best, is we've got the Rainey Brothers, who are just absolute agents of chaos. Remember, Fargo last year, everybody thought Knox, Bassett, maybe we see him. But Jordan Rainey pinned Bo Bassett early in that tournament. And before that, the Rainey Brothers weren't necessarily on anybody's radar. But not only did Jordan Rainey pin Bassett, but his brother Jaden won a Fargo stop sign a couple ways below. So those two guys, they're not who you want to see in your path in the bracket. Jordan Rainey not only pinned Bo Bassett, but then at Super 32, he disrupted that bracket. He pinned Jax Forrest. So that weight class, it's got all kinds of depth, 10 ranked wrestlers. It's got 3 incredible storylines to follow. Not to mention, you got guys like Gage Botero in there who has a win over both Bo Bassett and Rainey. But don't forget, high school wrestling fans have so much to look forward to, both U17 and U20 division. We've got 100 ranked wrestlers across the 2 divisions, about 50 in each. We've got 5 returning world medalists in the U17 division, and we've also got a new wave of young stars. They're going to make a name for themselves. There are going to be wrestlers that you see this weekend that you're going to be following for years to come. So don't miss a second of the U17 and U20 divisions, the US Open. It goes down Saturday and Sunday. I can't wait to see what happens.